Good evening. We're gonna do another video. I have a little bit of advice. You know what I mean? I'm gonna talk about something. It's called "Don't Get Caught, Bitch." Don't get caught, bitch. You know what I mean? In this world, you have real dudes, and then you have bitches. You know what I mean? And it's not a gender thing. Literally, it's just you have real dudes, and then you have bitches. A real dude should never be scared. Even in Ukraine, West Ukraine right now, where there's war going on and Russian troops, there are guys who are not afraid to walk on their streets. They've been doing it all their life, and they're not afraid to walk on the street. I don't think you can be a real dude if you're afraid to go walk on like a street that you've walked on so many times before. Now, it's one thing if you had a big issue and it was very serious and you're going and standing right at a corner that you're not supposed to stand at. That's a very stupid thing. But to hit like some of the hit some high positions and whatnot, and being a real dude and having been around real dudes, we don't respect bitches. And these days, I'll tell you what, there's a bit of a changing trend. What happened is some female decided to go with these bitches. Oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. Like things that you could never imagine in your mind. You know what I mean? They're thinking it gives them intimidation power. It will give them power and control over people and people they don't like. And the thing is that those are all bitch moves. Now, I will tell you, those females these days, and I'm trying to help them all, because these days those females who are with that bitch movement are basically fucking things up big time for themselves and big time, right? First of all, when we're in reality, right? Second of all, if you're a real dude, even if there was a war going out there and there was troops out there, if you're afraid to go walk on the street, you are just a bitch. Just forget calling yourself a real dude. You are a bitch, right? Now, for example, you say, oh, who gives a shit about a real dude? A real dude goes and he just knocks somebody's senses. And they throw him in a slammer and say, forget about all real dudes. They're not going to win. Whereas they use that same violence. You know what I mean? Now it's like a war between strong and weak. And one is going to win and one's going to lose. And we don't really have to talk about that. But I tried to kind of hold back, and I tried not to talk too much. And I didn't want to do that. But there was disrespect coming. And to be very honest, the bitches are so badly disrespected. Now a bitch that's lived her life like that, she doesn't give a shit. Well, I don't care if I get treated badly like a bitch and my whole life gets destroyed. You know what I mean? But I feel sorry for like some of the dumber ones, or even some of them are smarter actually, that have joined in this movement. You know what I mean? And life is not this. They have this illusion of life, illusion of power and illusion of things that's going on. I'll give you an example. Russia invading Ukraine. They had this illusion like, we're gonna walk in there. It's gonna be a walk in the park. We're gonna take over all of Ukraine. Right, Western Ukraine. We're gonna take Poland after that. If they still disrespect us and not give us what we want, then we'll move past Poland and we'll take this thing and that thing. And dude, we can wipe out Europe because we're stronger and harder and we got the stronger military. Russia is getting their asses kicked in Ukraine. Okay, they're getting their asses kicked in a war they thought that they would win 1,000,000-0. Okay, they are getting their asses kicked and everybody knows it. Okay, tomorrow they might decide to lie on the media and everybody will still know it. Today's bullshit doesn't get into anyone's ears. Nobody, they get in the ears, nobody keeps it there. Everybody hears the bullshit and they know what the truth is. Even your common guy walking down the street knows what's going on. You know what I mean? You can't bullshit that tomorrow they could put out news and be like, oh, Russia made huge gains. There's only a few rebel provinces left in Ukraine, and they are resorting to terrorist attacks in Russia. They are doing terrorist attacks in Russia, and Russia has full right to defend themselves against these Western Ukrainian terrorists. These guys are, and then you have CNN and a commentator come up. These guys are worse than ISIS. These guys are worse than Al Qaeda. This is the development of a Caucasian Ukrainian terrorist. And you know what? I'm telling you, they could very well come up with that tomorrow. And I'll tell you right now, your common guy walking down the street is not gonna believe it. And he's gonna walk down and he's gonna say, dude, this is bullshit. You know what I mean? This is bullshit. What else is he gonna say? You know what I mean? I mean, you tell me, what is he gonna say? You know, they got a restaurant here, which you know, I don't know, man. The fucking bitch poisoned me flat out to kill me, and she's still working there, and that I don't understand. She still works there as a waitress, like 5 days a week, full time, and I don't get it. And I stopped going. I can't go there because if you're gonna poison me, how am I gonna? Why am I gonna come into your restaurant? You know what I mean? You might be police related and all that, but you know, yeah, I don't know. She already knew. She knew what the deal was, and she still poisoned me. She didn't give a shit. But that restaurant is still open. You know what I mean? And I've heard of other, look, forget being open. Okay, you're poisoning people to kill them. Forget being open. You didn't even fire the girl who did it, and you know she did it, and you know she's done it multiple times, and she likes doing that. You still haven't fired. First time I walked in there was a prostitute working as a waitress. It's crazy. It's just crazy. Now I had no issue with her. I ordered my food. She gave me my food. I said bye. I to be very honest, I didn't have any issue with her. You know what I mean? Now, if she was a piece of shit or a bitch, I would have had an issue. But she wasn't a bitch. She may have been a prostitute, right, in her whole life or whatever. And I mean, really. But, I mean, she wasn't a bitch. I had no fucking issue with her. I had no issue with her at all. You know what I mean? I asked her, can I pay in coins? Because I had a lot of coins. No problem. She didn't give me any lip. She brought me my food. She didn't fuck around. She didn't come and bother me. She wasn't overly nice. She wasn't the best waitress in the world. She didn't come, oh, how's your day? Oh, you're the best customer. She didn't say any of that. She just gave me my food, right? And she went off. She told me something. She went off, and she came back to collect the money, and that's it. You know what I mean? I had no issue with the person at all. I don't care if they were, if that's their lifestyle. I don't hate people for being in that lifestyle, by the way, or being in any lifestyle. There's a lot of rich businessmen who do this shit. Donald Trump. Do you remember Stormy Daniels? Donald Trump. Yeah, you know, the president of the United States. You know what I mean? So before you get on people, understand that prostitution in a lot of countries is police run and not police run, sorry, but it's police protected. The police do protect the legal rights of the prostitutes. And they've actually written laws legally in Canada, I don't know about America, but they've written in laws where prostitution, where they can make it legal. They've kind of they've been talking about legalizing it. Apparently they haven't legalized it. It's almost legal. It's like, it's not illegal and it's not legal. They want to legalize it. However, I don't care. You know, that girl could have been a bitch. And I would have said this, you know, she was a bitch and she was it's not about the fact that she was a prostitute. She just wasn't a bitch. So she's where I got no problem. But you got this girl who's giving lip, giving attitude. She acts like she runs a place, right? And on top of that, she's poisoning people, and you're letting her work in that restaurant. I just don't understand that. All over the street, people are trying to poison customers and stuff like that. Even if it's just to, like, you know, just to fuck with them, not even to kill them, you know, and throw something in his coffee. You know, some of them have it prepared, eh? Some of them have it prepared, like just in case they have a customer come in and they're expecting somebody, whoop, right in there. It's in the milk, and the milk is put here, or whatever the case is. Okay? No, I don't believe in this shit. You know what I mean? This fear shit, because we're not supposed to be living that. That's not their world, man. This is our world, man. They live in our world. You know, we're supposed to be running the world, man. Not these people, man. I mean, these days, bitches will literally stoop down to any level. Pedophilia and child murder included. And they'll put that out there. Oh, watch out what happens to your kids. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, I have never in my life threatened anybody's kids. Like children, I've never threatened children. You know what I mean? I have never threatened anybody's children in my life, man. You know what I mean? That's I'm like, dude, that's crazy. You know what I mean? And I don't know, man. But the thing is that, listen, if you're a real dude and you're afraid to say this, you're afraid to say that, you're afraid to walk here, you're afraid to walk there, dude, just fucking buy some tampons for yourself, okay? Buy some tampons and just put it over your genitalia, okay? Go buy lady tampons and put them over your genitalia. You know what I mean? I refuse to, you know what I mean? Like, dude, it's crazy, man. It's so crazy. It's so crazy. On every single level, they shouldn't be doing shit like that. On every single level, legal, this and that, but they don't care. And they have this illusion of power. I mean, just like Russia. Russia, to be very honest, was so confident prior to this war. They thought they could take down America. They thought they could take down France and England, Germany. They thought that they literally thought that they were that powerful. And it was an illusion. And everybody thought that too. Everybody called Russia the superpower. And over the last 10 years, they've been saying how Russia has more missiles than the United States. Russia has more tanks than the United States. Russia has more of this. Russia has more of that. Russia has more of that. They've been talking about how powerful Russia is. Russia could beat America in a war, right? Russia can't even beat a country that's like population-wise and land-wise, like not even 1/10 of its country, man. And they're the ones who started the war. They're the ones who piled up their troops. They're the ones who invaded right away without warning. And they're getting their fucking asses kicked over there. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, man. It's crazy. No, I'm not going to stoop to that level, man. I'm not going to say that I'm scared to walk down the street. Oh, somebody might attack me. I'll never say that, man. I'll never say I'm scared to walk down the street because somebody will attack me. I'll never say that, man. You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's just absolutely nuts. It's absolutely nuts. Anyways, I'm done. I'm done with that.